Hola, beautiful people. It's me, Maris, and it's Friday. Well, it's your Friday, not my Friday, but your Friday. It's my Thursday, I think. Something like that. I don't know. You know what? It's like the middle of the week. We'll just call it my Wednesday. My Wednesday, your Friday. That's cool. Though it's all about perception. It's like technically every day could be Friday. Have that energy going on. So I'm like, you're like, Maris, it's barely 8 o'clock. And I'm like, I know. But Fridays I start early. So I have an early day on Fridays. So it's 8 a.m. to you. And it's like noon to me. No, I didn't start that early. I was like sound asleep at 4 a.m. But we're using the Angels and the Ancestors deck. It's a beautiful day here in Oklahoma. It's going to be about 60 degrees, a little windy. So I said, be still the wind. For everybody who has to work outside today and doesn't want the wind, just put your hand up and go, be still the wind. Be still the wind. And you'll notice that you don't notice the wind so much. Or maybe it really actually has died down, you never know. But anyway, we're using the Angels and Ancestors. Okay, we had a couple that went out that way. Let's see if we get anything else. My left palm is itching. Anybody else got a left palm itching? Okay. All right, come on. Give me one more card. One more card. Give us one more card. Okay, well, it looks like what I'm going to do, A, B, C. Okay, I'm going to take this one here to start conversation. And, okay, interesting. Okay, well, my left palm is itching, like right here on this particular little line. And you'll see that line is kind of inflamed for some reason. So, those of you that are a palm reader, what does this line mean? Because it's itching, like really bad. Ugh. Gonna scratch it on the wood. Alright, anyway, so let's take a look at our first card here. It's really kind of interesting because it's, I laugh because here in Oklahoma it's deer season and we got a big old deer here. So I'm like, is that a good sign? And then it says trust and thrive through here. Trust and thrive. Put yourself into a high vibration. Think good, happy thoughts this weekend. One of the things that crossed my mind, and it's kind of funny because it was on my way to work, was that how I was like back when I was in the unknowing, and that meant I wasn't watching TV, I didn't watch the news, I didn't read newspapers. I didn't even look, we didn't even have internet back then. Or we did, maybe we had internet, but I wasn't that big into the internet. I think it was like AOL. And I was more into chat rooms than I was into the news. Well, kind of going back into that time frame, I wasn't of the world. I had my own little world going on. So I didn't notice all of the stuff going on around us. So we talk about politics and the industries and whatever. And good morning. And so I didn't have a problem in trusting the person next to me, if we were on the train or a bus or whatever, in the mall. And then it's like the more I became open to hearing the news or whatever, the less I trusted and the less I felt like I thrived where I was. So I'm going to say for this particular card, when I look at this, turn off the news, shut down your computer, stay off of anything that's keeping you updated. You don't really need to be updated this weekend. This weekend is about a focus of looking within and digging what's around you, being into what's being around you. Now, what's really kind of cool is that the energy that comes out of this, we're really in a good, mellow state. a good mellow state. It's a kick back, relax, enjoy the weekend. Smell, stop and smell the roses, whatever you want to look at it in that perspective. This energy here, when I see the she-wolf upside down, I don't take that negative. I take that as it's a good time to kick back. Turn off anything that is external. Get in your own zone and kick back. And let's look to see, woo, somebody's going to have a good weekend. Whoops. And then our ending card, he kind of looks a little bit like Lou Diamond Phillips. I was watching Longmire last night before I went to bed, and I went, dang, when I saw this card, he looks like Lou Diamond Phillips from Longmire. And was that little La Bamba, I think that was like his thing that, put him out there into the world. And then he was also in some other, quasi-westerns. But, so Lou Diamond Phillips shows up. I like this. We've got the sphere with the triangle in it. Triangles for me, medically speaking, here, let me throw you like that so you can see it, means change. So I kind of laugh when I'm looking at this, and I'm like, it's a good weekend to kick back and be in tune to you and what's around you, and putting your focus into those relationships, connections that you have, but keep your circle small and intimate, and just let that vibe flow in a cool, groovy, and according to Lou Diamond Phillips here, a passionate way. I like that. Anyway, got a lunar eclipse tonight. It's like my night, my energy, my flow. And then my husband is a Taurus, and so it's a really good, it's Taurus moon. So I'm like over here, we're going to have a great weekend. And I hope that you have a great weekend too. Hi, Paul. How are you? And when you start looking at this, so I'm like looking at this reading, and this reading is about, and I'm thinking about that song by Rod Stewart, turn down something and turn the lights down low, because we're gonna, like take it slow. It's old Rod Stewart song, Tonight's the Night. So let's just say this weekend's the weekend. It's a time for focus on self and loving and connecting with those things that are, in your vibe, in your circle. Have a good groovy weekend. Love the one you're with. Ooh, I think it's going to be a little saucy. Peace, love, harmony. I almost feel like a little schoolgirl.